Apprentice, you've reached Nar Shaddaa safely. Good. Don't let the glittering towers fool you. Misery and desperation rule the slums below. And desperation can drive people to many things. Remember that in your attempts to recover the artifact here.
What could I possibly find useful about a bunch of poverty-stricken morons?
The more you want, the easier you are to exploit. That's the general rule. The artifact, a pendant called the Eye of Tulak, belongs to the Sith Lord Palladius. He's lived here many years, converting Nar Shaddaa's poor and suffering into zealous followers. His own cult.
He sounds like a very cunning man. I admire that.
Cunning, devious, persuasive, yes, and atrociously stubborn. Palladius leads his cult from seclusion, but you can draw him out. I've contacted 2 of his former cult members. They're in hiding now, fearing retribution, but hungry for revenge. They should prove useful.
I prefer to work alone, Master.
Don't discount them. They have information, and they're eager to oppose Palladius. I have encouraged their cooperation with the assurance that once Palladius is gone, the cult is theirs to lead. Circumstances change, of course. Do whatever you feel is necessary with Palladius and his cult. The artifact is all that matters.
Oh, Destress, dear brutish Destress. And Riley, so beautiful and intelligent. You were like children to me, which is why it pains me to do this.
You can cut the act, Palladius. You never cared about any of your children.
We don't need a tyrant for a father.
Ah, well said. Marvelous last words. Truly, I expected nothing less, which is what makes this so hard. Now, if you'll excuse me, my other children would like to play with you.
What have we here? The cavalry, looks like. Appreciate the help, but I had it under control.
Jagasar Jais embarks prize warperen swase ikbus karadida.
Easy, Destress. This isn't some holo you're talking to. My lord.
You would be wise to follow her lead.
Course, my lord. Sorry. There was a lady Sith a while back, Darth Sash. Said she'd send someone to help us out. You it?
I'm not going to help you. You're going to help me.
Of course that's what he meant, my lord.
Yeah, sure, either way. So long as Palladius is made to swallow dirt. Said we'd make a mighty sword and strike against our enemies? It was all lies. It was all lies. But you win the support of the poor, you knock Palladius's legs out from under him.
I'll not waste my time.
My lord, it's not a waste. The impoverished of Nar Shaddaa aren't powerful, but they are numerous. Palladius needs them.
Get them the way Palladius did. Find the biggest, most vicious gang on the block and crush them. Right now, the gang's the Kraits, named after the Krait dragon on Tatooine. Their leader, Sabin, thinks he's descended from one. Take out Sabin, and the masses will see you as a regular hero.
Why should I be content to emulate Palladius?
You're right, my lord. There are cleverer ways to steal Palladius's power. A plague called the Rot afflicts the poorest of Nar Shaddaa's poor. But it can be cured, and the person who does so will be regarded not just as a hero, but as a prophet.
I think I'll stick with what I know best. Murder and mayhem.
The direct approach. I like it. The Krait's lair is in the Corellian sector. Crush their leader, and the masses will take notice.
My lord, I wanted to apologize for Destress earlier. He was out of line.
At least one of you knows her place.
I have a great deal of respect for you. I just wanted you to know that. You radiate a power that Palladius, for all his ranting and demanding, never did.
I don't need to rant. My will is done the moment I think it.
That's what I mean. You are strong, or Palladius only pretends to be. Anyway, if we want to make a stab at taking over Palladius's cult, we need a real headquarters. Somewhere you can speak, hold meetings. I hope you don't mind, but I took the liberty of finding a place.
It's not wise to go behind my back.
I'm sorry, my lord. It won't happen again. The place is called the Strel House, for a charity worker named Dakin Strel. The people look to him as a leader. He's been dead nearly a decade, but his name still means something. And I thought it couldn't hurt to have his name associated with yours.
It's hardly a seat of power.
Power is hard to come by in the lower levels of Nar Shaddaa.
Unaguta tanquikuta. Biquiktuk bamba?
If you mean the future leader of Lord Palladius's cult, then yes.
Korawe nimnik na naka sanurire. Fabona guta. Nesupo gobae. Pompogek dusta badawanga. Sapting wampa. La hagwa kilia jakoska. Paguta palko.
I'll send your body back to your master in pieces.
Tuta ulia. Nucha. Que chawa joto do deadbita. Yobana pihota mindia.
Mare. Papagawan.
That was Garnock. You defeated Palladius's right-hand man. You should hear it. They're calling you the Great Dragon after how you did in Sabin. Look what I found outside.
My lord, for getting Sabin off our backs and the crates off our streets, we humbly present you with this gift.
I love getting gifts.
We are honored to serve you, my lord.
Isn't this great? Kill one gang leader and already you got Palladius scared and people lining up with presents.
No time for celebrating, Destris. Palladius isn't resting. He's called a big meeting at Meridian Hall. If we don't act, he'll rally his cult and stop our whole operation dead.
If Palladius dares to show his face, I'll make quick work of him.
He won't. Palladius only ever broadcasts to his cult by hollow.
This is our chance. You just go in, make a big show, and boom.
It's gonna take more than a show, Destris. We need to show that you have more power in your little finger than Palladius has in his... Wait, I've got it! It's a crazy idea, but what if you showed that you could move the city itself? Make a groundquake?
I walk into Palladius's speech and make the very ground shake. I like it.
What have you been putting in your soup, Riley? Nobody can just make this moon shake.
Stick with me here. You know the gas pipes that run under Meridian Hall? Well, what if we blow up those pipes?
Whoa, you got brains, girl. I know just the guy to set it up. Gord Maydell in the Nar Shaddaa Works Administration. Takes bribes on the side. He'll rig you something up, no problem.
I can't wait to see the look on Palladius's face.
Gord works at the NSWA office in the Duros sector, not far from Meridian Hall where Palladius is holding his big broadcast. You just tell him old Destris sent you.
Jukaki mem panino. Am kabina bek memno kimgam. Kampul jakinanu. Ki nama am kabina wam karak.
Kikuna mo. Uban chone alipa. Istin koto.
Baraka kemyu am kam nemnu. Namgan bak umnok kijak. Laporam amga. Mamni nikag. Nagnaya mamni kamgam.
Obey or perish.
Umnuk inu memnu. Amka kam mem perolak palak. Memua pemguana. Kumia yang mem gamba paka. Bomogala apayang. Nelama ini amga.
Your defiance is foolish and misplaced.
Baraka kemyu amkam nemnu. Namgan bak umnok kijak. Kam perim ganam bagiyang. Manik hikapukam. Mem yuka hal krama. Niknoga nelalu mem nulak.
Do you still hope to win?
Mami lebik bak manuk. Maraka naja ki nam yapamyak. Memua pemguana. Kumia yang mem gamba paka.
A signaling device? You shouldn't have.
Norebe amgin. Yam hamgan kam kalam. Kam pedem ganam. Bagiyang. Manik hikapukam.
There is only one law for the weak as well as the strong, and that is power. For too long, the weak of Nar Shaddaa have grown soft in the luxury of their towers, while the strong have wallowed in chains. But I tell you, united, there is no law that can stop you. Take back what is yours!
Yeah!
But I like the weak.
There are those who would tell you lies, who spread rumors and false promises. Already some among you are lost, having chosen the path of weakness. But you must shun this false messenger. The weak fear your growing strength, and have sent her to break it.
What makes you worthy of leading such a strong people, Palladius?
Ah, the deceiver shows her face. Behold, my children. Look how pathetic, how easily crushed by your collective might.
The very ground you stand on responds to my will. Can Palladius do this?
What kind of power is this? The world is ended!
Don't be fooled! It's a trick! Attack the deceiver! Attack!
Aki kustetai pas japus.
My lord, what happened? How did you... We never met anybody who could do what you did. Not Lord Palladius, not anybody.
Worship me, or the next display of power will be your last.
Of course, my lord. We are most unworthy. But before you send us away, share your wisdom and strength with us, so we can serve you.
There is only passion. Through passion, strength. Through strength, power. Through power, victory.
That's the same line Palladius fed us. I'm sick of these Sith games.
Shut your mouth. The Sith speaks the truth.
Besides, this one does what she says. She defeated Sabin.
You're right. My lord, we will do as you say. We will forgive and tell others to do the same.